Whom will you meet? In your life, you will have many great encounters. In order for you to recognize them and to value them, you must be prepared for them, or you will miss them and they will not come to be. We have said previously that you will need great allies in learning a greater community way of knowledge. You will need great allies in finding your purpose and discerning your purpose amongst the many attractive things that the world seems to offer. Knowledge is leading you and preparing you at this moment to meet those individuals who will play a key role in your greater development. And knowledge is moving them as well. You have a destiny to meet each other, but destinies can be changed. The course of things can be altered. In this world, chance plays a great part in determining whether things happen or not. And in this, your decision-making and the decision-making of the others whom you are destined to meet can have a significant impact on the outcome. The movement of knowledge is constantly thwarted by the ambitions, the willfulness and the stubbornness of the personal mind. In order for you to carry out your mission, you must have great allies because God knows you cannot do it alone. However, others cannot perform your role for you. You must do that. Certain individuals will help you to find your role, to experience it and to refine it over time. You have a purpose to be together, and you will attempt, however unknowingly, to try to find each other. This represents a greater attraction in life than any of the personal or romantic attractions that people feel and exert upon one another. This is something very different, very unique and very special. You will have very few of these relationships. If you are fortunate and if you prepare wisely, several of these relationships will come into being in your experience. You are trying to get to these individuals because they hold a key to your life. They are trying to get to you because you hold a key to their lives. You cannot know your purpose alone, for your purpose can only be realized, experienced and expressed within the context of the appropriate relationships. If you try to establish these relationships with those that you love or prefer, then your purpose will not emerge, and knowledge will be silent. You will be left with your own ideas to guide you and to protect you, a very poor guide and a very dangerous approach. Knowledge will recognize those allies who have been sent from your spiritual family to assist you. This is a very different kind of recognition from the kind of recognition that people experience in their romantic engagements, and different even from the experience of affinity that you might feel with a person here or there with whom you share some distant past. You are not meeting your ally because you had some previous engagement in the world. This relationship is for a greater purpose. And if this relationship can be found and recognized, accepted and properly understood, it will yield a greater reward than all of your other relationships combined. To prepare, you must learn something about the way of knowledge, and you must learn to differentiate between what is known and what is wanted or believed. Until this happens and until this differentiation has been experienced sufficiently, you will not be prepared for your true allies. Only in very rare cases will these relationships ever represent a partnership such as a husband and a wife. In most cases, these people will be companions, people who journey with you, who are part of the provision that you need and whose knowledge contains a key to your knowledge, and vice versa. This is a different kind of relationship. It is not here to fulfill your personal mind. It is here to engage you with your deeper mind. Should you be fortunate to encounter one of these people, then you will feel a different kind of resonance within yourself, not the intoxicating thrill of romance and not the fascination and fantasies that accompany the glorious moments of intense attraction. You will experience a calm, a homecoming, a distant memory, something vague and wonderful but deep and penetrating. It will speak to you, and you will be able to respond. Though you are destined to meet these people, it is possible that you will fail to find them. It is possible that they will fail to find you. You can only do your part in this regard. If you do all that you can do and you do not find them, it is because they have become lost in the world. If they do everything they can do and they do not find you, it is because you have become lost in the world. By prior agreement, you agreed that you would seek to find each other. However, the time and the place remain uncertain because how you develop in life here, what decisions you make, how much you are distracted and how many encumbrances you acquire along the way will determine if and when you can make your rendezvous. Therefore, even though there is a destiny to these relationships, there must be a great deal of work to find them. Something greater in you must be emerging. It cannot be a distant possibility. It cannot only be a vague feeling. It cannot only arise when you are severely disappointed with others or with yourself. It must be something that is more constant and more deeply felt than this. You were not sent into the world alone. Others were sent into the world to help you, and you were sent into the world to help them. Should you find each other, should you be ready for each other, and should you be able to receive each other, then you can learn something very important about your greater purpose in life and about the nature of your destiny. It is important to realize that in the context of these kinds of relationships there are very rarely any real leaders. Leadership roles must be assumed by certain people to carry out certain functions, yet they comprise a small minority of those who are emerging into this greater experience and awareness. Remember, you are coming here to serve and to give, to restore and to reclaim, not to dominate. In the greater community, there are many remarkable truths that have been discovered, truths that are relevant to life in this world and in all worlds. One of these truths is, the wise remain hidden. The greater you are, the more concealed you must be. The greater your power and awareness, the more careful you must be where it is revealed and with whom it is shared, and the more discerning you must be in choosing the beneficiaries of your gift. This tempers all ambition. This tempers all impatience. This tempers all self-assertions that are not born of knowledge. Knowledge only knows what is real and will not respond to anything else. The stronger you are with knowledge, the more you will be like knowledge, and the more difficult it will be for you to make a mistake. What are mistakes but mistakes in discernment? Not knowing what something is, not knowing where you stand with it, and not knowing how to relate to it. Choosing the wrong person, choosing the wrong time, choosing the wrong place, choosing the wrong moment, choosing the wrong idea, these are all problems in discernment. With discernment comes discretion, the ability to remain silent, the ability to remain concealed. We can assure you that in the greater community, the wise do remain hidden, or they are exploited or crucified. They are misused and abused, and their gifts are lost. Only on very rare occasions are greater demonstrations made to large numbers of individuals. And these demonstrations are often final. The wise remain hidden, working secretly, protecting their gift, directing it towards those who are destined to receive it, and keeping it from everyone else who seeks power, privilege and other advantages. Therefore, when you find those individuals that you are destined to meet to carry out and to substantiate your purpose, there must be great humility. They are not here for you personally. They are not fascinated with you personally. They are not in love with your images. They are bonded to something greater in you, and their affection for you and their dedication to you will outlast all other human attractions. This is what people truly seek in their relationships. They seek to find their allies. However, what they generally find is what they are attracted to, for they are not yet developed enough to respond to and to receive greater attraction and incentive in human engagements. They are bound to the need for pleasure and to the fear of survival, and these become the criteria for their choosing. Yet, we are speaking of something very different here, something very unique and rare. Should you meet all of your allies, it is unlikely that their number would be greater than 10. It will more likely be 3 or 4 individuals. These individuals will play a very great role in initiating, supporting and speaking for the greater purpose that has brought you into this world, a purpose that can only emerge as you gain a greater maturity as a person and as you satisfy certain desires and requirements for yourself. Knowledge within you emerges when the conditions are right. Relationships based upon knowledge come into being when the conditions are right. Your coming together will not likely be easy. You will have to break away from other people and many wonderful things in order to find each other. You will have to gain the freedom to do this. You will have to win this freedom. You will have to struggle for it. Although this freedom is offered to you, in order for you to reach it, to accept it and to have it, you must be free of those things that belittle it, deny it or replace it. Destiny in life is something you should never attribute to the mundane activities in which you are engaged. People assign great purpose and value to things that are small and meaningless, temporary or expedient. They say, I am doing this. It is for a great purpose. I am with this person. It is for a great purpose. I am suffering now. It is for a great purpose. I am staying here. It is for a great purpose. I am leaving here. It is for a great purpose. However, these are usually merely attempts to give a greater meaning to something which does not have this meaning within itself.